It feels like he just doesn't lose lanes these days.
Well, Seb knows the answer, and he knows what I'm gonna say. There is only one hero who can counter Razor on lane. It's Viper, and this is for everyone.
That's because he's biased too, by the way. But I think yesterday, like a theme for the games was that twice, so maybe they lost confidence in the hero, or maybe they know that Team Spirit is ready to counter it and they respect that. So there's going to be a change of pace. Razor is not in, Chen is not in, so the hero and Viper is not in. So the heroes that are supposedly abusable or broken per se, even though we don't think they're broken, but dominant, are not going to be in the pool.
Right, so are we going to be expecting like the standard openings of like what, Puck, Wyvern, Tiny? Yeah.
Comfortable position to be in because you see more heroes and you get to counter pick. The only tricky situation for second pick is now because this Tiny doesn't give much info. It's very expected. It's very versatile. There's no such thing as punishing him, especially if he can be put on a support position. So you kind of want to consider Spirit being first pick, even though they're second pick. Like they are the ones that are going to reveal something that can be used against them first, if that makes sense.
Right. So something interesting, since you all...
The bans, the Chen ban from Aster really threw Spirit off. They were ready to play against it. That's what I would say. And they probably got very surprised that it didn't get through the pool, and it changed completely the plan they had in the first phase going into this, them in the late game, because they have such heavy team fight. Thank you.
Aww,
thank you.
That's so sweet.
And that's what I was here for anyways.
I'm here to get flamed by the crowd. I only see pictures of me.
You gotta embrace it. Embrace the flames.
They banned the Timber against Tiny Wyvern. Do you think it would have been a good Timber pick?
Yes, of course. Wyvern dies to Timber, so Tiny also strength.
Other teams, for Team Spirit, it's not the case.
Oh my, what is happening here? Anyway, Amar, you are very experienced with having a lot of your heroes banned out, and I'm sure can personally attest how important it is to have a deep hero pool and being able, having that ability to flex as well. And I think like we were even seeing it here on this ban situation. Spirit never played Timbersaw, and yet he's banned out. So Collapse, as their offlaner, probably has a lot of deep.
Suppose they're still barely beatable.
Yeah.
It all comes down to if Spirit can punish the 16-17 from Aster. If they could get like a very insane hero into the 16-17 with the Wyvern and Tiny, it's gonna be like easy draft for Spirit.
And they're a good team at doing that. I feel like both Collapse and Yatoro can play like a really wide range of heroes. So team fights is really, really dominant. It's very strong. It's going to be hard for Spirit to fight into it. So we'll see which approach they take. It's an early Bristle pick. Usually you see Bristle paired up with a combo, like Bristle with Dazzle, Bristle with Io, Bristle with Cuddle. Now this is just like a, quoting like a naked Bristle pick, which can be scary because it's about to get counter picked twice here. And yeah, there you go. Like Doom.
Maybe Bro, if you could.
Is there anything that Aster needs to consider to protect that Bristle a little bit from the Doom situation?
Yeah, they have to. I think they really need to turn this Doom versus Bristle matchup right now because the fights are quite simple for Spirit to take, honestly. Like, Buck is uncontested, almost.
Usually play themselves?
I mean, it's quite good, no? Wouldn't you say? The Void here?
I mean, Void really doesn't die also, like same as Anti-Mage. Like
they don't have enough damage, right?
There is no damage, one-time walk, one deletion, and they cannot do anything.
Yeah.
And also insane team fight, so the Aster can never really fight them.
Like, Aster wants to play really long fights where it's really hard to kill their heroes. Yeah, here comes the Zeus. I mean, that adds a lot of damage. That's a way to find the Doom too. Zeus is one of the best vision heroes, and